Hello guys, welcome to one more video concerning to Still.js. In this one, we are going to discuss about the template logic control flow, which is the second part of the one that I'm going to put in the description so you guys can check the first part. So this one will be concerning to top level if those are the subtopics, multiple conditions, single line output, multiple line outputs, and then how we wrap our for loop into if condition, and also how we can get the reactive behavior when we are wrapping it into a if condition. So now, as usual, I have this folder which I previously created, and I'll do still in it so I can generate the project inside it. So the project got generated. Now I'll do still serve so we can run it in the browser. So project is running. I will go to the browser and I will do uh, just open another browser tab, and here we are. um well, that's what we want to have. Now I'll go to our home component. As usual, I'll get rid of the template. We don't need it. We are going to use the HTML approach. And for that, I'm going to copy this guy, and remember, same name, extension dot HTML. So in here, I will now uh, implement our things. So let's say I have this variable inside here, which is user permission, uh, and then I will say change permission, and I will have some logic here. If this user permission, because that's a state variable, I need to pick the value by using dot value, and I want to check if this is admin, and if this is admin, I want it to be assigned with regular. Otherwise, I want it to be um, assigned with admin itself. I'll save it. Now I will come in here and I will say if this user permission is equal to admin, I will have the end if here, and I will output this is full access content. And if we want to have multiple conditions, we have to have multiple if like this, because we don't have the else condition or else if. So I'll say if it is different, I'll say here, uh, you have limited access. Now I'll go to the browser and we can see you have limited access, um, but it should be actually this one. Let me check what is the content in here. Okay, I didn't assign with nothing to begin with. I'm assigning with admin. Now we can see this is full access. Now I will call this method. For that, I'll have some button here. I'll say change permission. I'll just put some breakpoint, and I'll say that when clicking in here, I want to call this a method. I'll go back and I'll press, and we can see that the content is changing. So this is like the uh, like reactive behavior available by default when we are using if. Now I will um, go to the for loop, but before that, let's see how we can print like multiple lines on the output. So actually this is straightforward. We can just come in here and we can put any content we want. It can be HTML, can be a regular text. I'll say this is one more line, and this is another line. I'll save it, and we can see that multiple lines are there. I'll press again just to see the reactive, and we are good. Now let us go to our for loop, but before that I want to cover some other point I didn't cover in the first part of this video. So for that, I will create a new component. I will say still create component. I'll put inside component, and I'll call project list. So the component got created. I'll go to that component, um, and I will leave it like just the template inside here. I will just do some div in here, close it here, and I will just for starting point, I will add any uh, prop or any variable, and I will bind it down here, any variable. So in here, in our for loop, we'll need some data, and I have this data here. I will just go and copy, and I'll bring it up here. I will create a data source state variable, and this is just a dummy data. We have department names, and inside each department we have some projects, and every single project we have the description and so forth. So I'll save that. This is our data source state variable. I will just come in here and say for uh, department in this our data source, and I will just bring some div here, and I will go to the department, and I will print the description. So this is uppercase for the department level. This is what I'm doing here. I'll save it. I'll go to the browser, and here we are. Um, Actually, I will just add some breakpoints so we can see some space. And here we are. Those are the departments we have on our data source or on our list. So now, let's say I want to embed this component inside here on the for loop itself. So I'll do st element, and the component will be project list. I will save this, and we can just pass every single property from our component one by one, just by coming here and putting like this. I'll say something, and here we are. There's misspelling there. Uh, we can also pass the uh, dynamic data, which is also fine. And here we are. We can see it is being printed 2 times. So but let's say I want to map like these projects to one state variable in here. Then that's what I will do. I have these projects variable. I will create it here, and inside here what I will do is I will again do for loop, and I will say project in this project, and I will close the for loop. And in here, what I will do is I will come and print like on the project. If we go here, inside every single project, we have the description. That's what I want. And I will say project, I want to print the description, and I'll go to the browser. So it's not being displayed. Let me see what might be wrong. Okay, I forgot to uh, specify here that I will pass as item the department. So inside the department, we have the project, and that's it. Here we are. And I'll just do something here. Uh, Department name, just organize it a little bit, save it, and here we are. So now if I want to wrap it into like if statement, I have definitely this same thing here, a user permission, and I will check if this is equal to admin, and I will end the if, save it. I'll go here. It will display because it is admin by default, but I will say here if it is different, and we can see that it doesn't display. And if I press here, the list is not being displayed. This is because when we want to keep the reactive behavior for the four generated content, we cannot use the if, because the if will just behave like the handler if. So we have to use in this case the show if, and the show if works with the flag variable. So I will say self is admin. We don't have this flag yet. The flags, they need to be prop variable. Then I will come here and I'll say, I'll annotate it with prop, and I'll say this is true by default. And I will bring this guy in here, and I'll say when this is regular, is admin is equal to false, and when it is not regular, is admin is equal to true. Now I'll go again to the browser and I'll press, and now we can see that the reactive behavior is there. So one more thing before we wrap this up, like we have also this inline kind of expression, which we can put anything here. Just here we are. We can see it here. I'll also add some breakpoint here. And we can just do any operation that we do in the regular JavaScript, like 4 plus 5, for example, and we have it here. So, and we can just come in here and use just the same condition to check things. This is what we call inline uh, operation. And I'll say this is admin, else this is not admin. I'll save it. I'll go back. We can see that this is admin, but the reactive behavior again is not present in this case. So this is the limitation we have. We can do the conditions also, but not reactive behavior is present. So guys, this is it for this video. Thank you guys a lot. See you in the next one.